It's 7 a.m. in the town of Slavutich. Hundreds of the Chornobyl Nuclear Power Plant's workers depart from this train station. This railway route is the shortest path, even though it crosses the state border twice, going in and out of Belarus. But there will be no border control along the way.
The train used by the power plant workers only makes one stop in the industrial zone along the way. There are Chornobyl Nuclear Power Plant facilities too, but after that the train goes through Belarus without stopping because the area is part of the exclusion zone. There aren't any communities there.
Alexander wanted to follow in his father's footsteps and work in nuclear energy. By the time he completed his university degree, the Chornobyl power plant was put out of operation. But Alexander's mind was set.
They offered me a job at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, which still functions, but I declined. I felt patriotic about my hometown, my home facility. I've been evacuated, so I'm practically going back home to my birthplace.
Now, Alexander, as an engineer for the decommissioning of the power plant, is tasked with managing the radioactive waste. Just like everyone else working in the zone, he puts on a radiation meter before getting off the train.
This is how my usual day is. We analyze the systems, inspect the location, the equipment, and analyze the findings.
2,300 men and women work on the site of the decommissioned power plant. The reactors haven't been producing electricity for the best part of 2 decades, but the facility's agenda still extends at least 45 years into the future. The plans include dismantling the equipment and the derelict buildings, moving the nuclear waste into a modern facility for permanent storage, and to process and securely package the radioactive debris.
Что у вас сейчас там лежит?
Торву. То есть все радиоактивные отходы. Сейчас пока там мы еще не измеряли ничего, неизвестно что, как оно там.
Behind this leaded glass and the radiation-proof wall, there is a room for sorting and shredding the radioactive debris. The shovel is unloading the debris from one of the old storages.
Radioactive analysis, physical classification, sorting into different streams, what can be pressed, burned or fragmented down to a size which can be put in packages.
The facility holds almost 2,500 cubic meters of radioactive waste. It needs to be extracted, studied, and packed to be stored for another 30 years.
There is hope that during this period the technology will be developed or new methods of dealing with nuclear waste that will allow to finally transform it into a safe state. So far, no such technology exists.
The 30-year term is reserved for highly radioactive waste only. The low-level waste will be buried for 300 years. It will be processed first to make sure the facility with its press, furnaces, robots, sensors, and instruments are up to the challenge.
All kinds of grinders, shredders, and cutters.
Following the processing, radioactive material will be compacted by a factor of 100. The final product will be packed into these concrete capsules with the max radiation level strictly controlled. Reported by Yevgenia Burda for UATV.